Welcome to SKUMCAST.
Hello again, and welcome to SKUMCAST. Today, you have our same, the same pieces of shits. Corey Madiabas, right over there.
Hi.
And good old me, Jacob Bishop. And our guest is actually our vocalist, Eddie Lopez the Fourth.
What's good? What's good, my G?
I heard that echo.
Wait, isn't he the third, though?
Yeah, I know. I just said the fourth. Because,
I'm the third.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's cool. So, Eddie,
Hi.
So you're a vocalist for us, right?
Yeah.
And weren't you like a drummer?
Yeah. Barely.
What do you mean by barely?
I mean,
I don't think anyone's barely a drummer. They're a drummer. They're a fucking drummer.
True. Well, not necessarily.
Why are you looking at me for, motherfucker?
Well,
Can you leave our band?
yeah. Our drummer's not very good.
Yeah, Corey
Okay.
Madiabas over here.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Yeah, we love him, but you know.
Okay.
Just doesn't do
Can I
the
at least
right
play
thing.
bass instead of Robert?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
All right, we're kicking Robert out, and you're gonna play bass, and we'll rehire
No.
Robert as the drummer.
I'm just kidding. I love Robert.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You fucking hate him. He's a
No,
little.
I don't.
It's all right. I want to kill him too.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Just
how do we
kidding.
do
We
it
love
then?
you, Robert. Anyways, Eddie, you do like plumbing and shit, right? Like, get that?
Yeah. I do plumbing.
And you're a vocalist. Do you ever sing while doing plumbing?
No, I mean, to
Straight.
be honest, I work with my dad, so it's cool, but it's, a bit over the top of, I mean, he's just a proud father, but anytime we go to a job and stuff, he always tells, customers or, other companies that are on the job with us, he'll be like, yeah, my son's in a band, and he'll go and show them all our music and stuff, and it's like, I'm pretty sure these people don't listen to metal, and I'm pretty sure they don't give a shit, but...
Oh, I think that all the time at my job.
Yeah.
But, speaking of it, father and son, how much Pornhub do you watch?
Well, to be honest, I don't watch too much. I don't really have the time for it, but I mean,
here we go.
You don't have time for... Who does not have... Well, actually, I can't
okay,
say.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you my routine, and you'll understand.
My
so,
routine.
All right, take us in a day of the life of Eddie Lopez
Yeah.
the third/4th.
Yeah. So for the past couple weeks, at least, normally we start at 6 or 8 sometimes, but past couple weeks. Past couple weeks I've been working 4 a.m. and then we work till about
Jesus.
1 or 2.
Wow.
And then, I go home and relax for a little bit, and I go to my girlfriend's house, and I'm there till, late at night. I go back home to sleep, but by the time I get home, it's 11, midnight, and I have to get to bed for the next day at work, so I don't really have time to watch porn. The porn that I do watch is with her, which is something we do.
Whoa! Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I know you mentioned that to me.
Yeah. That is something we do. We, there's times we watch it together, and that's fun. That's when, I mean, before her and stuff, I would watch porn occasionally.
Occasionally?
Have you noticed the last couple episodes have really just been all about porn stars and
Well,
porn?
we always have to start off with the big questions.
That is true.
That's
The biggest true.
Yeah. Those are the big questions right there.
Yeah. Yep.
So on that case... Oh, wait, you already told us. You don't have a porn star in mind that you would ever fuck.
I mean, well, to be honest, I don't pay that close attention to porn to where I know the names. I just click on, the titles or whatever looks good.
Big titties.
No,
Big ass.
No, normally
Fast forward
what I would
blowjobs.
search. Yeah,
All-
fast forward blowjobs.
Yeah.
If you guys listening have never seen that, look it up. Fast forward blowjobs.
It is
It's
a
great.
masterpiece.
It is a gem.
It is a
Yeah.
fucking gem.
It's going to
it's
go
a
down
gem.
in history.
But no, my YouTube searches, I look up goth girls or
Wait, you said YouTube?
I mean not YouTube, but
Sounds
Pornhub.
like good luck
yeah,
on there.
my YouTube searches. Yeah,
Trying
you
to get
can't
to
find
that
much on
softcore.
YouTube. Yeah, softcore. I mean, you were a middle schooler, high schooler. You maybe not at high school, but early searches into porn. You'd go on YouTube and be like, 2 lesbians kissing.
Actually, no. I used Google Images, and what I did was I would slightly type in the first 3 words of what I'm trying to find, so it doesn't look suspicious.
How would you slightly type anything?
Okay,
I mean,
well, hold up. So like,
you
if
put
I'm
sex and you're just like SE.
that's Skyrim Special Edition. No. So what? Like, I would type in nude, but it would be nud. So like NUD, and then I would end up finding like some like naked girls on there, and I'll be like, "Oh, this looks pretty good."
But how do you not think that's suspicious though? Like your parents are gonna see that and be like, "No."
Oh yeah, totally.
It still looks suspicious.
Yeah, but when
like,
you're a kid and you're full of semen, like you don't think that way.
yeah.
Actually, I was Actually, on the contrary, I was actually extremely careful. I'd always type in like okay, so like when I was first like always like looking up porn and shit, I'd always just write boobs, and that's all I needed to write, and it was just basically it was just
right to the
links
point.
about boobs, and that it was just porn all day, and it was great. And then like I would be like, oh shit, what if my parents found out? And then I would actually learn how to go back into my history and delete specific things.
Isn't that a wonderful thing once you figure out how to do that?
But like it would suck though, because like you'd have to like, because if I went on like a tirade of like looking at porn and shit, I would have to like 30 links to like a limit like to delete on the history before I was done.
Christ.
It was always like a big mess to clean up.
I do have a funny, interesting story about the early stages of discovering porn, and it didn't have anything to do with me, but I was involved. Like I was there. So what happened was I was hanging out with a friend, and I won't name him, but I was hanging out with a friend in middle school, and we had gone to sleep, and I had woke up for a split second and noticed he was watching porn. Now he wasn't jerking off or anything.
He was
it's
just
like
analyzing it.
Yeah, and then later that day, like when the next morning or whatever, I had asked him about it. I was like, "What were you watching last night?" And he told me he had discovered porn for the first time. And, like, he found it the first time, like, when we were there just hanging out. And I don't know how he stumbled across it, but that's the first time he ever came across porn. And then later that day, we were playing video games, and his mom comes home, and she's, cleaning or whatever. She goes into the room where they had the computer, and she comes out and starts yelling, "What the fuck is this?" and we're just like, "Oh, what happened? And she comes into the room and she starts yelling at him like, "What the fuck is this? What were you guys watching?" And like he goes, he didn't throw me under the bus. He didn't say I was doing it or anything. Like he was honest and said that he looked it up. But the rest of that day was so awkward because like I stayed there because like
why?
Yeah, what the
because
fuck?
my dad was at work and my mom doesn't really like driving and stuff. So like I had waited later that day when I was able to be picked up. So, like, I spent the rest of the day, like, hanging out with him, but he was in trouble. Like, his mom, like, grounded him. Like, after I left, he would be grounded for the rest of the, week or 2 weeks, however long he was grounded for. But, like, so, like, he had, like, the little freebie of space because while I was there, he wasn't grounded. So, we were still able to play video games or do whatever. But as soon as I left, he was grounded. So,
Wow.
That was an interesting story, but it was certainly awkward the rest of the day.
Rip to your friend.
Yeah, seriously, rip to your friend.
Yeah.
I would have been grounded for like a fucking month or some shit.
Yeah, no, I always was like worried too because like I didn't like this was before obviously incognito was a thing, so like I'd be on my parents' laptop in the middle of the counter and stuff like that. Like it was like on the counter where it was very publicly seen, but they like left one day, and I would I'd type in my standard lesbian scissoring and all that shit, and then all of a sudden like I remember my dad typing in like LE or whatever. He was like trying to type in something else, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Why does lesbian sex come up?" Me and my mom were like eating at the table, and then all of a sudden I was like, I don't know, maybe mom typed in something on accident. I just like put her under the bus.
You threw your mom under the bus. Like, okay, your mom's watching lesbian
like
porn.
whatever I said, I'm pretty sure it did not work, but they just played it off like it I don't know. But yeah.
So they knew.
Oh, obviously,
like, they knew. They just it was probably the first time he's seen that, so he didn't know how to react on it too.
Probably. He's probably trying to like make it sound like well we're gonna ignore that now.
Yeah.
But you can't ever like play it off for the rest of your life as like, oh yeah, I've never jerked off in my life.
Oh fuck no.
Yeah. No.
Oh Jesus no.
Yeah. Even Jesus.
Even Jesus.
Let's bring religion into this game.
No. I'm just kidding. No, thank you.
we'll stay away from that topic.
Yeah, I'm the only Christian one in the group.
That
so-
is true. Our boy Eddie Lopez is like the only religious person in our band, and he looks like the least religious person in our band. I actually look like the goody two shoes Mormon kid, but you know,
Yeah, old habits die hard, I guess.
I was a Jehovah's Witness, but you know.
And I was essentially nothing, and I have been nothing my entire life, and I like to keep it that way.
That was bold, dude. He just said he was nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
nothing religious
Just
wise.
kidding.
I mean, saying Corey's nothing is, you know, a bit of an understatement.
A little bit.
Well,
Be a better drummer.
fuck
I'm just
you.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Corey, you're a
It's
lovely
like
drummer.
this podcast is turning into a roast, like
Yeah.
a Corey roast.
We could do a roast session.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Let's try this. Say one thing about each other. Like, okay, so we'll start with Corey because I want to throw him under the bus.
God damn it.
Say one thing that you hate about or that annoys you about either me or Eddie. Something that you do. I live with you, so I'm pretty sure you got a list.
Not really. You're actually like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, you gotta have at least one thing.
Okay.
You don't like my burps?
Well, yeah, your burps are obnoxious, but that's like also like a health thing for you. I just give you shit about it.
Yeah, he makes fun of my health problems.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, every time you like burp in like some sort of orchestral fashion, I'm always just like, dude, you take your indigestion way
Well,
too
I have to make
seriously.
it fun, dude. Like, I burp so much. I might as
I
well make
feel
it
that.
fun.
I feel that. You gotta take
See,
it
I
in,
understand
like,
that too. Like my dad, when he burps, he says Ralph, and I don't know why.
What?
Like he'll be like Ralph.
He's like,
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. It's like, where the hell did you get Ralph from?
I mean, it flows. I can see how that works. I try to, like, say as much in a sentence as I can.
Dude, I don't know. I don't really have like any annoyances with you. I mean, I wish that you or Thomas would pick up the cat poop in the fucking what is the cat thing? I forget. I'm retarded.
The litter box.
The litter
litter
box.
box.
Thank you.
See,
Yeah, that's
See,
really about
I don't
it.
have that issue with my cat because he's potty trained, so he knows where the litter box is. He
Well-
hasn't shit anywhere. Actually, he shit in the litter bag this week.
Wow.
And, yeah. So Angela told me this story, and I guess he knew what he was doing too. Like he knew he was doing this
He's like,
mischievous
fuck
thing.
this litter.
He was staring at Angela the entire time and was like, "Look, I'm shitting in the litter bag, and you can do nothing about it."
Well,
And
it
then-
saves some steps. Well, all right.
Just
Well-
throw out the whole bag.
Corey, why don't you just tell the cats to stop shitting so much, and that'll be taken care of.
Oh, but I love corn and tux though.
Corn and Tux are great.
Yeah, we.
I haven't known
God.
them that long. I haven't spent that much time with them.
Yeah, well, corn is God. Anyways.
Yeah, no, but like, no, it's kind of weird. Because my gripe with the cats though is that like Corn likes to like try and like go into my room, and especially when like Thomas isn't here,
Uh-huh.
he like tries to go in our room, and like sometimes he'll like I don't know. I think he hits the door sometimes.
He's brain
Like
dead.
every once in a while you'll hear like a against the door, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
He's like trying to break in like a zombie.
Exactly.
He's Gibby. He's Gibby.
He's Gibby. Shit.
Shit.
So what do you hate? What's one thing you have a pet peeve about with Eddie? His dreads.
As one who wants dreads, that's more like an envy.
Oh, well, there you go.
I don't have a pet peeve. That's really it. No,
I'll tell you one thing.
I
I
don't
got
have a
multiple
pet peeve.
things.
I know you do.
I know you do.
I know he does.
All right. Let's skip over
But-
to you. This will get interesting.
It never gets to the point where like there's different types of like annoyances and stuff like that. There's annoyances where you can't stand that person and just don't want anything to do with them, and then there's like your boys that you have annoyances with, but it's just like brothers. Like you're always gonna have annoyances with your brothers and stuff
Right.
like that. And that's what I really appreciate about you guys and stuff. Like you guys feel like my brothers. If I had any, because I'm a fucking lonely ass child.
Oh.
Shut up, dude. That's
Getting all-
one.
getting
That's one
all-
pet peeve. Is that you say "oh"?
Oh,
Let's see.
and here's the list.
Yeah.
It's number 2.
Eddie, you know what really grinds my gears?
Yeah.
is when you don't know your fucking directions and you're trying to bring me to a place and you're like, left. I mean right, turn right. And I'm like, dude, know your fucking directions.
Okay, coming from a person that almost got us killed twice.
3 times, actually.
3 times.
I'm not helping myself at all, actually.
You literally turned in the wrong lane. We could have gotten hit.
By what? The invisible boatmobile? There was no...
To be fair, there was
Where
nobody...
the fuck were you driving in water?
Yes.
to be fair, there was nobody driving, and I know you had a rough day, but still, you could have gotten us killed.
I thought we were in Britain. Sorry.
What kind of fucking excuse is that?
Well, we just got out of a concert and someone maybe sounded a little British, so I decided to drive on the opposite
Hello,
side.
love.
Yeah, that was just it right there. And I was like, all right, I'm driving on the wrong side. But let's see. What else? I'm supposed to name one. I'm ready to name more about you. I fucking hate it when you don't make it up the mountain. I'm just kidding.
Hey, man, I am out of shape.
Let's see. Corey. You forget things a lot, but I do too.
Yeah.
That would make me a
Yeah,
hypocrite.
I do. Yeah,
I think
memory's
we all do,
my memory's
though. Yeah.
shit though.
See, like, I think I'm bad with forgetting stuff, but then I come to you guys, like both of you guys, and I'm I literally told you this yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
and I think I'm bad with forgetting things.
I'm pretty terrible with it, actually.
I'm especially bad.
I
I'm
mean-
the worst. Let it be known, I am the worst at remembering things.
You
Like-
kind of
Wait, what
are.
are we doing again?
I know this isn't my roast yet, but it adds on to yours.
You
right
can
here.
do it, like as
Yeah,
long as
yeah.
you name one.
Yeah,
for
this
each of
this,
us.
this adds on to yours right here.
Okay.
Corey is forgetful, but not only that, he's really bad at replying.
I'm
And it's
terrible.
like I don't
dude.
know. I never know if he gets my message or not.
Dude, same.
So like
That's
I'll
what
message him.
oh my
Yeah, I'll
God.
message him about a certain thing, and I'm like, okay, he didn't reply, but maybe he saw it, so maybe he knows what I'm talking about if I see him in person. So then I'll go and see him in person, and he'll be like, "Oh, my bad, dude, I forgot." I'm just like,
No, I'm good. Yeah, no, it's it's fucking true though. It's fucking true. I apologize. I'm actually dude, I've been fucking terrible at replying to people lately. It's fucking terrible. So
I mean,
yeah.
we all get that way though. Like I got that way during this whole quarantine time because everybody, a lot of my group, a lot of the people that I don't see a lot, I started seeing the Mesa people a lot more now. But before, I had everybody from Mesa, like all of our homies from Mesa, they were hitting me up, and it's like I got overwhelmed with messages.
Yeah.
And so I stopped replying to everybody, and I messaged one of the homies back, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry. It's just everybody was trying to get a hold of me because nobody's able to see anybody, but I got overwhelmed with all of these messages, so I just stopped messaging people back."
Was it like our Snapchat group in college?
No, well the people from there. So the boys Riley and Zach, and I actually messaged Zach about it. And he was like, "Oh, dude, I completely get you." But yeah, I was at that point where I was terrible at replying to people. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, dude. When fucking Corey
God damn it.
will be doing his music shit up here, and I sleep right below his like recording studio office that we're in right now. I'm right below it. So this kid will be playing his new projects and stuff, and I can hear each bass kick and every little thing. And I text him on Messenger, and I was like, "Hey man, can you turn that down? Hey man, can you throw some headphones on?" And I even tried calling him.
My phone was in my bedroom.
So then what happens is you actually text me "my bad" 2 days later. As if like I was having a long night's slumber, like I just was in hibernation. Like, and you're just like replying 2 days later as if that matters.
Yeah, but I remember you.
No, but the good thing about you though, I have to say, is like you respond immediately and you understand. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah, no, like I try not to. Like that night specifically, like I didn't know what time it was.
That was funny. What's your pet peeve about me?
Well,
God.
I have a list. I have a list. Just
I know.
like you have a
Can
list
I
for
can
me.
I take a guess of one of them? I just want to take one guess.
Well, I'm gonna say the biggest one, and I
One
want to see
guess?
if you guess. I want to see if you guess what I'm about to say.
I'm about to guess
There's
right
no
now.
what
T-
is it?
there's
What
no
is it?
T in
I
guess,
don't pick
buddy.
up anyone's calls.
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
But yes, that is one. He never answers me back. So whenever he doesn't pick up the phone, I'll send him a voicemail, and it'll be super vulgar, and I'll be like super loud.
Yeah.
So like everyone who knows me knows I'm really like, chill most of the time, unless I'm with my boys and stuff. We're always stupid as shit, but when he doesn't answer, I go off, and that's just it's also a good therapeutic thing for me because I never get to let out anything.
You're welcome.
So when he doesn't answer, that's me letting any anger out. I just like give it to him.
Yeah, but you didn't
Yeah,
name
you-
that. You didn't say the best part.
Oh
It's
my
like you're
God.
usually in your car, like pulled up at the red light.
Yeah.
And people can see
like
this.
cars looking at me like, what the hell is this guy's problem?
The car's looking at you.
Yeah,
Just not the people in the car?
people in the cars looking at me, and they're just like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Oh my god, dude! You know what you need to do is that you need to send me those voicemails. I'll make a beat over it. We'll release it as a meme song.
I lost him.
Oh,
They
because
were
you
on
got a
my
new
old-
phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were on my old phone.
Fucking.
Ooh. Hey,
I did it.
I'll tell you one thing. There will for sure be a lot more because he never answers his
That
phone.
is true.
But
Make
no,
more.
no,
Make more
my-
so-
the pet peeve I was gonna talk about.
Okay. What is
He
it?
knows this.
I actually don't.
Corey knows this.
I thought it was the phone call one.
I hate the fact that he has such tunnel vision when it comes to music. So
That's not.
so the thing is
I'm gonna stay silent on the subject.
I understand
You can talk.
I understand you like a certain thing, but it's like you gotta understand and open your ears to certain things. Like I was raised on diverse music, and anyone who knows me knows that. But the fact that you only listen you're
don't
no
only
no
listen to
okay, so
that.
you listen
Oh
to
my
listen to
God.
death metal, you listen to a little bit of black metal, you listen to a tiny bit of rap, like good rap, you would say, like good rap to you. And
It is to
you
you
listen
too.
to I mean the rap that you like I do like as well, and you like pop punk, early 2000s
In
pop punk,
645 AR.
645 AR right
and
there.
meme songs, and you like alternative,
diverse, I would
like
say.
early 2000s like
Pretty diverse.
alternative like Chevelle and stuff.
Right.
But when it comes to music like metalcore and
Obviously.
deathcore,
Hey, okay. Let me say one thing.
yeah,
I told you that with metalcore, I do like some of the old school type metalcore riffs. I think some of them are pretty cool. I like their riffs. I just absolutely hate everything else about it.
What do you call it again? Dumb guy riffs?
No, that's slam metal.
Okay, it's the same shit. It's fucking breakdown.
Metalcore is like the gay slam metal.
Metalcore is not slam metal at all.
It's the gay deathcore.
It is not.
It's-
Oh my god.
He's turning into Louis Armstrong. Right?
but
That's fat. Elbow.
But that's
Fuck
my
you.
pet peeve. Another pet peeve of mine for you is you're really stubborn, and
You
just
are kind
wanted
of
one.
a stubborn son of a bitch. I will say that.
he is stubborn. It's
I
like when he
can-
has a certain opinion, you can't change his mind. You can't.
Well, I'm
No,
also kind of like that
no.
too, though.
Yeah.
I change my mind. Sometimes.
When given hard evidence, yes.
Yes.
Like
See,
just
Yeah.
blood hard.
I'll
dick
tell you
evidence.
guys. You guys know this, but I'll tell the podcast people listening to the podcast. I'll tell them how this band started. This is just a small little snippet of how stubborn Bishop can be. So, in high school, I came up to him at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I wanted to bring back
It was
grunge.
in high school.
It was towards the end of high school. It was like senior year.
For
Senior,
you,
yeah,
for you,
my
yeah,
senior
yeah.
year. And I came up to him, and I had an idea to bring back grunge because I love grunge music. I love Alice in Chains, one of my favorites, Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, and it's like that music is gone now. Like you don't hear that, so I wanted to bring that back. So I came up to him wanting to do something, and he didn't really know me, and we weren't friends at the time. So
I hated
he
him.
was like, yeah, we'll talk about it. We never did. But when we started being friends, I had brought up the idea to be in a band, and he did not want to do it. He was just like, no, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, this isn't going to happen. No. And, you know, I kept bringing it up to him, and he did not want to be in a band. And it wasn't until I was like, okay, let's just record something. Let's jam. Let's do something for fun. Let's record something for fun. And we started doing that. And I don't know where it was when you actually committed for sure. My guess was when our first single dropped and we started getting any sort of clout on Facebook.
Really?
And you started seeing, yeah, when we dropped Bloodlust Crusade and the numbers started going up, like we're getting, you know, we're at almost, I don't know what we're at now. We're almost at 2K likes on Facebook or something.
Yeah,
but when our Facebook started blowing up and like the streams were going up, he was like, wow, okay, we're actually doing something. People are actually listening. People are actually, you know, liking our Facebook page. Like people are actually liking us. And I think that's when he kind of was like, okay, maybe this is a possibility. But for the longest time, he did not want to be in a band, even though he's a great-ass guitarist. And it's like, and you'll never hear me say that again, because you're a piece of shit guitarist. But, you know.
Okay, I agree.
It's okay.
You
I'm
know,
a piece of shit drummer too. So
yeah, but you know that's how stubborn he is. He took months and months and months saying no, he didn't want to be in a band, and I could not change his mind.
But me
at
and you
all.
started off with the punk thrash
Yeah.
thing. We were originally supposed to be punk thrash, and I was supposed to be the vocalist and guitarist, and
Yeah, I
Eddie
was the
was going to be
drummer.
the drummer.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Eddie started like, we were listening to Fallujah in the car, I think, at the time.
it
And then
was
you were
Fallujah.
like, hey, I can kind of do these screams, these growls and stuff like that. And I was like, can you? And then all of a sudden, like, we started getting the idea of transitioning into death metal. So I'd still be the guitarist, but then Eddie would be the vocalist.
Yeah.
So then I realized I liked really making those types of riffs because I love making like technical death metal type riffs and all that. They're so much fun to play. So yeah, then we
then
just transitioned.
enters
that.
me. I
Yeah, and
guess.
then Corey came in from Eddie because Eddie met him at college, and I was like, "Who the hell is this kid? He's just gonna ruin our band with his slam metal shit."
Why?
And all of a sudden,
Why? Just because I came from the post-hardcore background? Fuck
yes.
off.
I was actually worried, and then all of a sudden he added drums to Bloodlust Crusade, and it sounded like exactly what I wanted. And I was like, and I haven't even met him yet, and I was like, all right,
Yeah,
this
he
is
straight up
good.
Came in. Okay, no, for the podcast listeners, this is how I met Bishop. Eddie kept talking about him all throughout while we were in college, right?
Oh, that's sweet. Thank
Yeah,
you.
just telling me like how great of a guitarist he was. and
See,
everything
you
like
you
that.
give me shit for when I said "aw," and now you're over here. Oh, that's sweet of you. Oh,
Because-
you fucking hypocrite, you piece of shit.
I'd fuck you.
I know you would.
Jacob,
I know you would.
We know you would fuck both of us and then all be an orgy, but that's not.
I'd Eiffel Tower you guys by myself. Just kidding.
I don't even want to discuss the logistics of how that would even.
I don't
work,
even know
but-
how it'd work.
But anyway, so like, and even then, like, and I'll admit, I had some like, had some reservations because of like I was going through some shit with like with my old project, Jenny from the Block, and so I was just kind of like, all right, I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do the whole music thing because I've already been doing it for like fucking 8 years, and then all of a sudden it's just like, all right, and like Eddie kept being like, hey, is there like any way you could possibly write drums for us? And I was just like, oh yeah, let's, you know what, I'll come in, I'll write, whatever, I'll just write how I feel to it. And then the more I kept doing it and like kept writing, when I was in the studio with Riker and you, I was just like, starting to be like, oh yeah, fuck. I was like, fuck yeah. And then like as I'm like writing, and this is how I met Bishop. How exactly did you greet me again when I was sitting in the chair?
Did I like go up to you and start rubbing your shoulder blades?
Yep.
I just
He
started
started
massaging.
giving me a massage, and
Yeah.
that's how, and it was done from there.
I might have whispered some like some nice zesty things into your ear, but
Some zesty things.
I might
in
have
my ear.
whispered a lot of like those things.
Yeah, anybody who meets Bishop, you'll understand his opening lines are the best. Like
My
he-
first opening line to Corey's friend, I went up to him. I didn't even know the guy, and I just went up to him. I was like, "Hey, you got a real cute cock," and he liked it.
Yeah. Hey, bro, nice
Yeah.
cock.
He's like, "Why, thank you." And then we ended up being friends.
Yeah, and it's
Who
like
was that, Garen?
No, it was Scott.
Oh yeah.
Garen is a whole different story.
And for the podcast, the sake of the podcast, since we're on this topic, we're already talking about the origin story, so I'll tell you my side of it with Corey. It's pretty interesting. So I knew he was in Jenny from the Block, and Corey was becoming real close with me, and you know we were all boys. We had our college group, and it was the greatest thing. You know, our college
our own
group.
Fucking table.
Yeah, we had our own table,
great.
and it was cool because we'd have
involved.
people. A little sidetrack. We'd have people. I don't know if you knew this because they came up to me and Zach, I believe, but there'd be people that'd come up to us every now and then, and they'd be like, "Hey, you know, I just want to let you know we're sitting in your table, but we got up because we know it's your table." Like people at MCC knew.
That's pretty cool.
Like we hung out there every day, like at MCC, and it's a big campus. Like for a community college too, it's a big campus.
Yeah, like
and
people knew about us. It was
yeah,
weird.
like people knew that was our table, and like it's not like they were intimidated or they didn't want to fuck with us or something. They just out of respect, they were like, "No, this whole group hangs out here. This is their table." And I was like, "That's pretty cool," but. Yeah, Corey was in Jenny from the Block, and since we were getting close, I was like, man, we need a drummer, and man, he's a good drummer. I like his drumming, and I really want him in the band. And it's kind of bad to say, you know, the Jenny from the Block dudes, like Keenan, he's the boy, you know. So nothing against Keenan, nothing against the band at all, but when stuff started going downhill, I had like a bittersweet moment because I felt, you know, a friend to friend, I was like, oh, man, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. Like, I felt sorry. Like, I felt bad for Corey going through shit with Jenny from the Block. But on the other hand, on my band, like, with my band, I'm like, please, 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 let's hope something happens so he can join us. And like, it was kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, I was like, man, I really hope something happens so he can join us. But I feel so bad because they're a really good band. And when they broke up, that's when I was like, man, this sucks. And I was like, but he can play with us now. So I would hint it at him several times during college, and he didn't really want to just because he put so much time and effort into Jenny. He wasn't sure if he wanted to, you know, start something new. But it was when he started recording with us, writing for us. He got into the music, and he was like, man, I like this. You know, I want to do this. And that's when he joined us. It was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, it was kind of weird because, like, throughout my career, well, okay, I'm not even gonna say it's a career really, but like, it basically, like, my whole time, like, being a drummer out here in AZ and going from however many bands I've been in, the one band I only started maybe one of those bands from the ground up. Otherwise, I was like one of the drummers who came in, you know, so it's like everyone thought it was, you know, like whoever knew who I was, they knew I was pretty good. And so basically I came in, I drummed for them, and then, you know, something would go down, and then I'd go on to the next band and be like, yo, I'm going to try out for that. Jenny from the Block, I helped start from the ground up, and because that went downhill, I was reserved. I'm not going to lie, I was definitely reserved about it, but then it was just like, well, fuck, fucking Eddie's the boy. I mean, like, I don't really see any problems going on. But then I met this fuck.
Thank you.
This fucker.
I love you. What are you gonna say? Say it.
Nah,
Say
it just sealed the deal. It sealed the deal, buddy.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. I was ready for a roast right there.
no roast. I was just like, all right, this is, you know, all right.
This fucker ruined my life.
I will say too, like, I've said this before to you guys, but on podcasts, I really love the band that we have, because, like, you know, every band says, you know, oh, you know, we're brothers and everything, but at the same time, it's like, do they truly mean it? Like,
Yeah.
do they really have that feeling? And it's like, I met Corey through college, and, like, it's kind of weird how life works, just because, you know, Bishop did hate me when he met me in high school.
That is true.
He hated me.
I just hated his look. I hated everything
Yeah.
about how he acted.
Yeah, he hated me.
I'm still baffled by that,
And,
too. I'm just like, how the fuck could you hate Eddie?
Yeah,
I
and
hated
now
him.
he's one of my best friends. You know, we're all family. And it's the same thing with Corey. It's like I met him in college, and the first words we ever exchanged, it was in class. We had, I think it was rock. It was either rock history or jazz, because we had both together.
Well, rock history was right before jazz class.
Yes, so
and
it
you
was,
and Riley were sitting together.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the conversation. I don't even remember how the conversation broke out.
The conversation was, it was in class, and he was asking about, is there any engineers in here that know? I can't remember the question, but he asked a question about engineering, or if there's any engineers in there. And I had raised my hand, and I had talked about something, and then you had chimed in towards the end of it, and you were like, hey, sorry to interrupt, but like, you do engineering or something? And I was like, yeah, man. And then after class we started talking more about that, and that's how we became friends, or on talking basis, and then we became super close. But all of our personalities match, which is crazy. Like, I met Bishop in high school, or after, well, we became friends after high school, and I met Corey in a completely different city. And it's like, we all come from different places, but we all fit each other, and it just grew into like this family vibe. And it's like, nobody can foresee any, like, within bands, like other bands, you can't foresee any like bad things happening. People go through lineup changes and stuff, but I sincerely can't see any changes happening to where one of us leaves or something. It's like, we're all family here, and it's like the best group of brothers, and it's a great feeling.
By the way, guys, I'm leaving the band actually to go to a different one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exiled.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Hell yeah.
He's moving to metalcore. He's moving to metalcore.
That's not. Yeah. I'll be going to metalcore, guys. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait.
No, he's gonna do ska.
Yeah, I'll do ska. That's fun.
You would fucking do ska,
Dude,
you piece
if
of shit.
I would. What is it, like a trumpet that they use in there?
Oh, so now all of a sudden you know how to play. You're calling me Louis Armstrong, you fucking cocks.
I want to do Louis Armstrong ska. Red roses too.
God, no. What the? No.
You have to admit that was pretty spot on.
So, no more.
All right.
No more.
So that stemmed a lot of topics. How about this? You have to do now like 2 compliments to say to each other, like the nicest things that you can think of.
Is this a family therapy group?
Dude, it's like trying to, like, if we're brothers here, you say one thing that you hate about each other, even though there's a fucking list.
Man, I have nice things to say about Corey, but I have no idea what to say about Bishop.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
He's honest, though he's stubborn. He's honest. I will say that.
That is true.
This is the most honest motherfucker I will. And then on top of that, Eddie, you are a very caring person.
But not honest.
For reasons of which I will not speak of any further. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't, but all right.
Oh, do we want to open up that can of worms?
You can.
That didn't sound.
I don't know. I mean, all right, Eddie. I'm just gonna run this by you. Should I tell about what happened?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So I was seeing this girl in Texas.
What? You motherfucker! Go ahead.
Yeah, no, basically just ended up having a bunch of shit happen, and basically I always kept going to Eddie, like, asking
wow,
questions
not
about
me.
what the fuck happened.
Unbelievable.
Where the fuck were you? You were
I live in the same house.
Not during...
Yeah, I do remember that, though, and I appreciate that, too, because we did have quite a big group in MCC, and it's like, Corey would be like, hey, Eddie, I need to talk to you, and it'd just be me and him, and we'd go around the corner, just around the building where our table was, and we would just have, real talk with each other, real brother talk, real brother hours.
Wait, why did you ask him to tell the story?
Because I saw him more.
Yeah, I don't think you knew each other yet.
No, I mean, like,
really?
you made it.
Yeah, I don't. This
No,
was
you
before
made it. You made it sound.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was before the band and everything.
You made it sound like it had something to do with him, but it was actually you.
No, it was me.
Yeah. He was going through some shit, and I helped him out with it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care who
But
helps him out as long as someone helps.
On
him
the real though, one thing for Bishop, it's tough love with Bishop. Like
What the fuck?
He'll when I'm doing something, I'm steering a wrong path in any certain way, or if I'm doing something wrong, he'll always look out. And it's like, for example, like when it comes to money, I like to spend money on things, treat myself to things, but sometimes I go a little overboard and get too many things for myself, and there'll be times where Bishop's like, like, how much did you spend on that? Like, what the fuck? Like, you could be saving money for, you know, us tracking, us recording. You know, you could be saving money to get, you know, a new car or something, or like get out of your house and move out. You can be saving your money. Why are you spending your money on this? Like, but he'd be, you know, he'd say it a little rougher than that too at times. Like he says things rough.
I don't beat around the bush.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. And you know what? And I
that's
find
one thing that I do appreciate about Bishop.
That is true. And what I absolutely find hilarious is the fact that I'm the one who's read financial books, and yet this guy is the most financially smart motherfucker between the three of us.
That's true. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
I am very financially smart.
And one thing I love about Corey, he's a really nice dude. Like, yeah, like he won't.
Corey's a fucking sweetheart.
He's a softie. You know, he's a real softie. He cares for people.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Thank you.
Like I've seen him pissed. You know, I've
seen him piss.
Yeah, I've seen him pissed. I've seen him pissed. You know, but 99% of the time, he's really sweet to people, and you know, I find that in myself. So I appreciate that when I look at Corey.
Corey's a fucking tool. Anyways, that's my other roast.
A tool to be used.
That's also both of our downfalls as well, though. With me and Corey, it's like we're real sweet people, but sometimes it gets the best of us.
Hey,
you know?
Bro, we've all been there. I was there once.
Well, I mean,
once. You know he's a hard ass.
Now I am because I don't want to go through that again. I was like, fuck that.
Thanks for joining us for this lovely episode of SKUMCAST. Be sure to stay tuned for our next episode, as well as like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all of our content. Thank you for listening, you scumbags.